Hi everybody, and welcome back to the Little Miss Funeral YouTube channel. My name is Lauren Leroy and I am a licensed funeral director in the state of New York. And if this is your first time visiting my channel, I just wanted to say welcome. I would really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any videos that I put out in the future. As well as at the end of this video, if you enjoyed it, please hit the like button, as well as put in the comments any sort of questions, comments, or concerns that you may have or want to ask a funeral director, because I do put out a new video every single Wednesday. So this video is kind of piggybacking off of my 12-day of birthday giveaway that I do with Joelle, also known as the Grave Woman, here on YouTube. This was our third year doing this, and 6 winners from our birthday giveaway actually won a prize that was a course that Joelle and I created together all about surviving mortuary school. So I wanted to talk about my experience in mortuary school as quickly as I can, and then at the end of this video talk about why I think that this class would be a really good resource for people who are currently in mortuary school or thinking about applying to it. So I went into mortuary school really young. If you kind of look at the whole picture, I knew I wanted to be a funeral director from a very young age. So right from high school, I basically went into mortuary school. So I was 19 years old at the time, and I went to a mortuary school that is no longer open. It was in the town of Newton, Massachusetts. I loved my school. I really did. Funny story, I wasn't supposed to go to school in Massachusetts. I was supposed to go to a mortuary school that was here in New York, but they were changing their degree program from an associate to a bachelor's. And here in New York, you only need an associate degree in order to be a licensed funeral director. And since I was paying for college myself, I wanted to try to keep it as affordable as I could. So because all that was required of me was an associate degree, that's all that I wanted to get at the time. But I really loved my mortuary school. It was a small campus, and it wasn't just mortuary, like it was a college, right? So there was a huge vet tech program and fashion program and athletic program. It just so happened that there was a mortuary school in the middle of all of that as well. So I enjoyed going to school because I was introduced to a ton of different people from different backgrounds, all going for different majors. And I met some really amazing friends in school. One girlfriend who is still one of my very close friends to this day. She was actually in my wedding. So, I mean, yeah, I enjoyed school and I had a really positive experience with it. That being said, I am not a fan of school in general. So when I was in it, I kind of wanted to get like in and out really quickly. Once again, because I was paying for it, I wanted to pass all of my classes. And since I was going out of state, I had my boyfriend, who is my now husband. He was back in New York along with all of my other family and friends. So it was really difficult for me to be away from everybody for, it was about a year and a half when I was finally done with my schooling over there. And while I was there, I don't know if I was totally living in the moment as much, just because I was so focused on what I had to do that I really didn't have that like party college experience, which I'm totally fine with, but some people I know, they do like to experiment and do different things while they're in school. So I did have a variety of classes, both in person and online, although my in-person classes vastly outnumbered my online education through the college. I still can speak for like both ends of the spectrum. I had in-person clinicals where I was actually doing embalmings and work on decedents, and I had really great teachers. I mean, the professors that were in the mortuary school to this day, I still think very fondly of. And the thing that I think really gave my career like the upper hand of everything was the fact that I had teachers and professors who I really believe would go to bat for like all of their students. When I was in school, I did do an apprenticeship with a local funeral home, and I wouldn't have had that opportunity if a professor didn't present it to me and another student. So it was really amazing because I was able to get like real life working experience in a funeral home at the exact same time, which not a lot of people have. A lot of times people are just going to school and are not able to apply that education to a real life setting. So I really think that one of the reasons why I am where I am today is because I did have that experience. So mortuary school is not easy, and since I was 19 and 20 years old at the time that I was in mortuary school, it's a very heavy curriculum, not just heavy in like the grief aspect of it and the dying aspect, but in the science portion of everything too. There's anatomy, there's chemistry, there's pathology. I always used to joke, and I guess I still kind of joke to this day, that I should have just kept going and became a doctor because I'd be making a whole lot more money than I'm making today. But it's heavy in sciences, and that's very overwhelming at a lot of different areas because you're just trying to digest all of this curriculum, and I was trying to do it in a 2-year associate degree setting. So it's just a lot of information, a lot of knowledge, and a lot of studying that you have to do during a very short period of time. So it is safe to say that I was stressed out throughout my college experience, not just, like I said, from being away from home and paying for it out of pocket, but just the curriculum that I had to study. It was very stressful. I think that at the time, if I would have had maybe a little bit more of a mentor or somebody who I could have really relied on, and somebody who I could have brought my experiences to and said, this is what I'm dealing with at the moment, does it get better, or do you have any advice for me? I just think that I really would have appreciated that. So Joelle and I were sitting down and talking about different things that we could do for our subscribers for our birthday giveaway. And this past year, we really just wanted to give away 2 mortuary students because I have a ton of people even on my channel today who comment asking questions about mortuary school or saying that they're interested in mortuary school. And I don't want to sit here and tell you all that it's easy, because it's not. This is not an easy career to be in. It's not easy schooling to get through. And then once you're through schooling, you still have national board exams and state exams that you have to take, and apprenticeships that you have to do before you are fully licensed, depending on what state you are in. So just getting through school is kind of like the start of everything. It's like the first layer of the cake that you have to take care of before you can get to like the frosting and the decorations, right? There's just more that you have to do then. So I just think that this class that we created, which is surviving mortuary school, surviving the stresses of mortuary school, it's just things that we personally went through and advice that we want to give to all of you, to tell you guys that we were there, we did it. It's not easy, but you can get through it. And these are some healthy ways to cope with it, and some healthy things that you can do to not only be healthy mentally and physically, but also spiritually. So if you are interested at all in taking this class, I'm going to put it in the description bar below. You do have to go to Joelle's website, which is thegravewoman.com, go to her courses, and we are charging $20.21 for this course. And it's always going to be $20.21. So if you're interested in it, but maybe you're not in mortuary school yet and you want to wait until that time comes, you can take it 5-10 years down the road and it's still going to be $20.21. I just really hope and I really pray that this can help people out there, and this can be a resource for you. And just know that you're not alone. Yes, mortuary school is stressful. Yes, you're going to get through it, and you're going to have an amazing career in this industry if that's the course that you want to take. Just know that every day is different, and it's so rewarding. I think that that's one of the best things about this career, is being able to do things for other people that they can't do for themselves. You just get this like almost like high off of helping people in a time when they desperately need it. And even though the funeral industry takes a lot from us, I still think that it gives us so much more, as long as we do work on having those healthy outlets and people that we can depend on. So thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see you all next time.